Hey there, most of you have probably wondered how you make your own terraria mod, which, sounds really hard, and, you know, most of you probably don't do it. But I'm going to teach you how to make your own mod today, and it's really easy. And, it's really easy. Someone with no coding experience can do this. So let's get started. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your workshop right here. And then you should see, maybe manage your mods. But you're going to go to develop your mods. And after that, on the bottom right of here, you're going to hit create mod. After that, it'll tell you to name your mod. So I'll just name this test sword, I guess. And then the display name, sword, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Can't spell. And then you can put the author, which it doesn't really matter if you do, but you can if you want. And then, so right here, if you don't put this in, this is more for like, if we're gonna make like a big mod, but if you're just gonna make a single mod like we're doing, like one sword, then this is perfect. So I'm just gonna put a basic sword. Just like that, and you're gonna hit create. Now, I guess I already have the name of this, so I'm just gonna put 2. And you gotta put an author, so I'm just gonna put a... Okay, and then it should be created now. Now what we're gonna do is you're gonna hit open sources in the middle bottom. So you're just gonna click that. And then over here, you're going to have your files open up. So from your files, you should see all your different mod files. So I'm gonna go to the new one, which is custom sword 2 or test sword 2. So this is our new mod. Now you should already have this all nice and working. So just a little what all this is. So your icon, this is like, if you're browsing mods, like if you're browsing mods, this is what it's gonna look like if people were to download it. For example, right here on the bottom, this is what your icon is. Your description is the description of when people would click on your mod. And then your build is just, don't mess with that. So properties, that's just launch settings. And your items here, okay, so your items, so see, because we made our sword, it already gave us a sword and a C# file, as we'll be coding in C# as it uses. So we're going to, but don't open this here. We're going to open the CS proj, which is just like a better way of doing it, I guess. So you're going to open that. Make sure you have Visual Studios. Alright, so you got to give it some time to load. Okay, I forgot. I don't know. Okay, instead, you're going to open it up right here. So right here is your the basic code of your one sword. So I know this looks like a lot of code, but this is already coded for you, so you don't really have to do much, and it's really easy to understand. So right here is just to make sure that we're using the correct code for the mod loader. Right here is the class of your sword, so this is like the name of your sword. And right here is like what your sword will do, so this is an item. Right here is your tooltip. So you can change this, so like when you're playing the game Terraria, like when you hover over the sword and there's like a description, this is what the description is. So it'll be, this is a basic modded sword. So set default is basically like your sword stats. So you have your damage, you can change your damage right here to whatever you want. So class, if it's like a sword, a range, you can change this right here. The item width and height. This isn't the picture of it, this is like the hitbox, so like how big your hitbox is for your sword or whatever you're making. Use time is like basically if I were to make this lower to 10 on both of these, that means it'll swing faster. If you make it higher, it'll swing slower. use style is basically like the way you swing the sword. So like if there's a different like a spear, you'll swing it differently instead of like a sword in Terraria. Your knockback is how much knockback your sword has. The value does not have to be changed, but you can change it if you want, if you remember. So you can change it to something like that. This is basically like the item value. So every like item has a different value in Terraria. So you can make your own value. The rare is like the color of the text when you hover over it. Basically, you can change this. You can you can look it up, the different colors and the numbers, but you can change it like depending on how good it is. This is the sounds. If you look this up too, you can see all the different sound IDs and what they sound like. And then auto reuse is where you can hold down your left mouse button, and you can just hold it down and it'll just keep swinging or whatever. Okay, so add recipe. This is the crafter sword. So right here is to create the recipe. Right here is what you need to create your recipe. So for our sword, it'll be dirt blocks, which was already there actually. So, but like, what if you wanted to add something else? Not just dirt blocks. So, this is item ID dirt block. And then this is how many you need. So 10. And then right here, your tile ID workbenches. So this is like if you want to craft that at an anvil, you can just change this to anvil, and then you're done. But what if you wanted to add like for dirt and wood? Well, you would basically just copy this, go down one, and paste it. And then you would change this to like iron bar. Hopefully I spelled that right and correct. Don't get no errors. So now when you try to craft it, you'll need 10 dirt blocks and 10 iron bars to craft this sword. That's not the best. And one important thing, after you're done changing, make sure you hit Control S. And you'll see the green lines right here. This means your code has been saved and Terraria is now in Terraria. Alright, you're done. You created your own mod. Good job. That wasn't that hard, wasn't it? It was pretty simple, correct? Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to go back to Terraria. You're going to hit back. And then you're going to go to Manage Mods. And then you're going to... Oh, so you're now that we're back in here, what we're going to want to do is we're going to find our mod, which is Test Sword 2. Right here. So we're gonna hit his build reload. This will compile the mod, so it'll check for errors and see if it can run. So it's gonna check all my mods too that I have. And boom, no errors. That means the mod was compiled correctly. And just to make sure it's working, you can go to Manage Mods, and you should see my sword, the sword right here. So our mod is now enabled. So now we can go back. I'm just gonna choose this one of my characters. I have no idea what's in this world. So let's test out the mod. So I'm using a cheat sheet right now. So you can basically just get any item. So I'm pretty sure I can just look up a sword. And we should see it somewhere. Basic sword right here. So this is our newly modded sword. I can see it doesn't do too much. It swings really fast because we set the animation reuse time, I think it was called, to 10. So yeah, I hope this video really helped you on your first Terraria mod. And if you really liked it, you can give the video a like if you want. I don't really care. But other than that, have a good day. And I'll be coming out with new Terraria mod videos soon. Probably next week. Anyways, goodbye.